We're preparing for what may be several days of significant severe weather across Oklahoma and North Texas. I'm Mark Austin, and this is a briefing detailing what we're expecting in the coming days. Tomorrow will be the first of 3 days with the potential for severe thunderstorms across our area. We're tracking an impressive combination of severe weather ingredients that will come together over the southern plains states beginning late tomorrow afternoon. This combination will only become more favorable Sunday and Monday, when we expect the most intense storms to occur. We're fairly confident about the potential for significant severe storms, including tornadoes, over parts of our area beginning tomorrow and continuing into Sunday and Monday. However, there's still uncertainty about exactly where the best chances for tornadoes and more dangerous storms will line up this far in advance. We never want to sound the alarm unless we absolutely have to, but we do think this is one of those situations where you would be very wise to get ready for severe weather and make sure you have a plan in place to deal with significant severe weather, including destructive hail and tornadoes. Here's what conditions will look like late tomorrow afternoon. A well-defined dry line will position itself near the western Oklahoma-Texas Panhandle border, and with very warm, moist, and unstable conditions east of the dry line, we expect scattered thunderstorms to develop. Now, earlier forecasts were calling for a very strong cap, which would have acted to suppress thunderstorm development, but more recent models are depicting a weaker cap, suggesting we may end up with more widespread storms than initially thought. The cap is a layer of warm air above the surface, which acts like a lid on a pot of boiling water. This prevents clouds from getting tall enough to form a thunderstorm. Now, with a weaker cap in place tomorrow, scattered thunderstorms are expected to form during the late afternoon, and with a highly supportive environment, storms will quickly become severe. With strong instability and ample moisture, we expect very large hail, some up to baseball size, damaging wind gusts, and possibly even a few tornadoes, especially during the evening hours in the red-shaded region across parts of northern and western Oklahoma. Sunday will feature even better severe weather ingredients than tomorrow. Depending on exactly where and when those key elements line up, we could see significant and dangerous storms across much of our area. Here's the weather map as we expect it to look by late Sunday afternoon. The dry line will move eastward into portions of central Oklahoma and North Texas. Ahead of this boundary, we expect to see very muggy, warm, and unstable air. The cap will be even weaker on Sunday, and we think we'll see severe storms form along the dry line by mid to late afternoon. With very strong wind shear in place and strong instability to fuel storms, those storms that form will quickly become supercells, and the most intense storms will be capable of producing tornadoes and large damaging hail. As of right now, we think the highest tornado potential will be in the area shaded in red on this map, which would include areas along and east of Highway 81, including the Interstate 35 corridor from Ponca City southward through the Oklahoma City metro area, then down toward Lawton, Pauls Valley, and Ada. Again, please don't focus too much on this exact area. The exact placement of the tornado risk area will likely change in later forecasts as we get more data. If you're anywhere within the orange or red shaded areas, be very alert and check later forecasts. Everyone in the yellow and orange shaded areas should be ready for severe storms, for large hail and damaging winds, and potentially tornadoes. Details are even less clear about Monday because the exact locations of the boundaries will be determined in part by what happens on Sunday and Sunday night. But here's our best forecast for Monday afternoon. We see the dry line hasn't made a lot of eastward progress, and with the other severe weather ingredients still in place, just about anyone east of the dry line could be dealing with another round of significant severe storms, including again the possibility of tornadoes. We haven't drawn out a tornado risk area for Monday just yet, due to the uncertainties in the position of the various weather features. However, you should really pay close attention to Monday's potential as well, as we could see more dangerous storms across our area. Alright, that's what we're expecting over the next 3 days. Now the rest is up to you. You have to be sure you and your family are ready to deal with severe thunderstorms and possibly tornadoes. So what should you be doing now? Most of the things on this list are things we talk about all spring long. So if you've been paying attention, most of this will be very easy for you. A few things you might consider include making sure your storm shelter is clean and ready for action, just in case you need to use it. Have you refreshened up your emergency supplies kit with water and snacks lately? Do your flashlights still work? Maybe you should pick up some batteries at the store tonight. How about a weather radio? If you have one, does it work? If you don't have one, you might consider picking one up before tomorrow. They start at around $30 and can literally save your life. We encourage everyone to have at least 3 different ways to get a warning, including a weather radio. And finally, one of the most important things you can do is just stay in touch with the weather. The forecast will definitely change between now and tomorrow afternoon, so be sure to check back with us frequently between now and then. There are more places to get weather information these days than ever before, and there's almost zero excuse for anyone to ever say it struck without warning. If you live in any of the counties shaded in white, we are watching the weather for you, and the best place to get the most current information is on our website. We're also very active on social media, including Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, but remember that we don't routinely post warnings on any of these social media platforms. We're watching the weather for you, but it's up to you to pay attention and take action when the weather turns nasty. Help us get the word out by sharing our information with family and friends in the area who may not be paying attention. We really appreciate your help with this.